Hi everyone, welcome to Awakening Tarot. This is Lady K and this is your weekend read for 18th and 19th of July. It's my birthday, I'm 40 years old today, and it's my first birthday since I left my hubby. So it's like one of them days where it's total mixed emotions, very third dimensional, like shit going on. But I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna make sure I do. So yeah, I got my eyelashes done yesterday. My eyelash girl, fucking love that girl. She's amazing, and she's done them totally massive. So like, well, what can I say? She's in control. I love them though. I absolutely love them. That's I travel into North London to get them. To be honest with you, because she's so good. I won't go nowhere else. Anyhow, if you're in North London and you want to know who does my lashes, I will tell you. Message me. Right, so let's go into the energy of Spirit. My Spirit guides Nicholas and John, Mother Gaia, the divine masculine and feminine energies for the weekend, the 18th and 19th of July. It's easy for me to remember the date for once as well. Yeah, let's see what Spirit's bringing through for us all. Okay, let's see what the message is. So here we have somebody who is really feeling emotional. Okay, this is like a lot of mixed emotions here. Not easy at all. The Chariot is about emotional mastery. So when you have this in reverse, it basically means, you know, emotions all over the place, right? Now, it could mean as well somebody feeling stuck, right? They do feel a bit stuck here. Sometimes what happens is we get used to a vibrational level, okay, that we've been on. Yeah, and it's all connected to the story we're telling ourselves. Where I've been reading and researching a lot of Eckhart Tolle's stuff, it's helping me understand what this is about, because obviously with shadow work, sorry, I'm realising my mic's not actually attached. Let's pop that in. With shadow work, we're doing is we're integrating, we're understanding what different parts of our personality are. And the reason why a lot of us get stuck in our life journey is because we're not fully honouring all of our inner parts, right? And then what happens is, because what we're really doing is we're tending to allow one inner part to become the main inner part personality, the sub-personality that we express the most, because we're denying a lot of the other ones. And that one inner personality, sub-personality, which is socially constructed, and it's constructed through experiences in history, yeah, narratives that we've told ourselves. But anyhow, we let that one sub-personality dominate, and then that's why we get stuck, because obviously how can we face loads of different challenges just from one aspect of who we are when there's a whole load of other aspects to us? You know, and kind of when we get overwhelmed with emotion, that is because we're not allowing all the different inner parts to come to the surface. And ultimately what you want is all of those inner parts to come to the surface and eventually integrate as one, and then move to a whole nother level of awakening, which is just pure acceptance. You know, but it's difficult to get to pure acceptance when you're in completely internal conflict. This person is experiencing internal conflict, okay? There's somebody here that's very overwhelmed, very feeling stuck, and like I say, it's probably because they're not honouring all of their sub-personality, like their whole self. They're split, basically. Okay, wow. Ace of Wands. What can I say with that card? You know, we couldn't really ask for a better card. You know, this is right at the beginning of the reading here. This is passionate, it is something new, it is something that can grow, it's something that's got a direction all of its own. It's the whole premise that, you know, Spirit is offering you, you know, something amazing, something magical here to step in, if you allow the space for it to occur, if you don't fight it. Oh my God. It has got an energy all of its own. It just like literally put it down and it pinged forward. Yeah, there's energy there. This is energy. I think there's something coming in fast. There's something coming in very fast with a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of drive. Oh my God. Three of Swords, look at that. It's going to involve pain. It's going to involve pain. It's going to involve heartache. There could be a third party situation. I feel like there's a very heavy masculine energy there. There's also a very strong feminine. So there's two really polar opposites here. And there's a third one in the middle. There's something here to do with spirit driving this. I can see it. There's definitely something to do with spirit behind this. You know. Okay, Elder of Swords, there's action. You know, the Elder of Swords is a straight talker. You're dealing here with somebody who's a really straight talker, who is intelligent, who doesn't hold back, could be quite blunt at times, could be quite challenging to deal with this person at times because they don't hold back and they do say what they really think. But you have to have respect. Yeah, for the King of Swords, you have respect because somebody who can speak like that, a straight talker like that, you do respect. Now, they're not an abuser. If it was like this, you could say it's somebody who puts things off or maybe is an abuser or manipulative, but this isn't. This is just someone who's very straight talking, who is pretty cool, to be honest with you. Now, could be quite cold at times, I will say that. Could be quite cold, could be quite distant at times, emotionally, yeah, because they're a real thinker. They're very intellectualised or academic, or they like to think things through strategically. They're a planner, they like to do their research, but the advice and the information they do give is very spot on. They're usually right. And what else? Perfectionist. They tend to have something about them that they can be a bit of a perfectionist at, not maybe at everything, but at certain things. So yeah, this is a very interesting energy here. Now this person could even be a workaholic as well. Okay, so let's see what else Spirit is bringing through about this message for somebody. I feel like I can see the moon. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Right, so someone is blocking this, right? Because this is the universe wanting to bring something in. This is the universe saying, if you tap into the infinite possibilities within your life, if you let go of certainty and you move away from certainty into the unknown, into the stillness, into the space, into the silence, you're allowing the universe to bring something forth. But here we have someone blocking it. Because this is blocked energy. It's not giving. Yeah, it's kind of like turning away, not being able to offer something. Somebody could be quite self-centered here. They could be worried about money because, you know, they're holding on to money. They could be worried about their health as well. Perhaps there's a worry about my health. But whatever it is, this person in the upright, they're offering something. They're excited, you know. They're actually, you know, very giving and solid and stable and ready. Yeah. In reverse, there's fear there. There's blocked energy. Do you see what I mean? So someone blocking the universe, bringing the universe is I don't want to say ability because it doesn't really work like that, but energetically stopping the universe from bringing something forward. And it's because they're very mixed up emotionally. It's because you know, there's obviously either betrayal or just lots of mixed emotions here. Heartache, there is deep pain. I mean, with that card, there is going to be deep pain, whether you're feeling it now or you're not. Deep pain. Whoever this is for, remember, it's not going to be for everyone, but it's going to be for somebody. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, though. Can't get away from the universal energy. You see, you can't really get away from universal consciousness. Yes, you can be in separation and you can block, but the universe is ever expanding. So the more you block, what all's going to happen is that energy is just going to come back around again later down the line. Now, I always say to people, there's no rush. You know, I don't rush anyone to make a decision. If I see something in the cards or from what Spirit is telling me about somebody's name or, you know, whatever, I don't rush anyone, because there's always rich experiences to learn from what you are experiencing. Even if you're feeling stuck, there's a lot of energetic things going on in that scenario, and there's obviously a reason why you're choosing to stay stuck in a situation, because actually, you know, there's probably still things there that are valuable that need to be processed and everything like that. But, you know, if, you know, deep down within your heart chakra, you know the truth is that it's not really your true alignment, and you do block it because you can feel there's this energy that wants to come in, but you know you're sort of blocking it. Well, what's Spirit going to do? Spirit's just going to bring it back around later on. You know, and it's like, I had this spiritual teacher who used to say, Andrea Cutland, she used to say, if not now, then when? And it's true, because, you know, you've got energetic lines running through the universe. The universe is ever expanding. So the universe is just going to bring you another situation at some point, which will trigger you again, trigger your shadows that you're trying to repress, and then it will all come out again anyway. And then you're faced with, it may be a different situation, but it's still trying to trigger the same underlying shadows to be released, which, you know, are in this case to do with passions, could be to do with relationships, you know, adventure, pushing yourself out there to experience life, work that you're passionate about, a relationship that you're passionate about, creativity, sexual things, sexual needs. So there's, you know, that is what this is about. And it's all about coming to terms, because this is the first card, coming to terms with the fact that the emotions are all over the place, you know, and feeling cut off, just shutting down because it's too much to deal with. I don't want to deal with it. I mean, look at, she doesn't want to deal with anything. It just hurts. It's painful. But there's someone here who speaks the truth. And it's funny how universe brings someone into your life like this, isn't it? When you want to shut down, and the universe kind of goes, let's bring in somebody that speaks the truth, that makes you face your shit, so you can't hide from it. And often that's the person that you end up freaking triggered by, having a really horrible argument with. But actually it's because, you know, Spirit's bringing them in to help you face, if you want to, whoever this is, face whatever challenge it is. Now, like I say, the universe is just going to bring it back around, and it may feel worse before it feels better, because as we move around the Wheel of Fortune, we move from light into the darkness before we reach the sunrise, okay? So could feel worse before it feels better. And that's often the way, isn't it? I mean, like how you get the Tower card in the tarot deck. You know, I had my Tower year last year, and, you know, everything comes apart. Everything feels like it's dying. But you have to get everything down, collapsed, so you can then obviously rebuild something which is going to be more better for everybody. So, you know, it has to feel worse before it feels better, right? And that's what Spirit is saying with the wheel. So it's like, if you feel like you've been trying to make changes, or this person feels like they've been trying to make changes, they've had an awakening, they've realised certain things they're not happy about, they've realised certain things that they want, now they're shutting back down because it's feeling like shit. Well, Spirit is saying, well, it's going to feel like shit, because that's what happens when you go for a big awakening. That's what happens when you're addressing issues in your life that you've been kind of like having to maybe put off, maybe unconsciously, maybe because of responsibilities. And there is no rush, but here Spirit does show somebody staying put in a situation, pretending to be happy. So this could be you, maybe it's somebody you know, and they're choosing to stay in a relationship or a job that's not making them happy. And it is because of this whole thing about, I know it's going to get worse before it gets better. And to be fair, you know, sometimes in life you do have to make a judgment based on your truth. And if your truth is, at this time, do you know what, it's not the right time for me to make things worse before they get better, yeah, then that's fine. Because for some people, you know, they might have financial reasons they've got to stay in a job they don't really like at the moment, or they might have young children and they'd rather wait till their children are a bit bigger before they, you know, and that's absolutely cool. But it's just knowing all the while there's the discontentment there and it's underlying everything. And also, you know, and I'm not saying this to be preachy at all, it's just purely the fact that there's a lack of trust in Spirit, because obviously once you make the way for spaciousness and you follow your alignment and your truth, that's when obviously Spirit starts to bring things in energetically, because you're moving into alignment to truth. So then you draw in your truth. Do you see what I mean? And then the universe is working with you. But obviously it's still down to timing. I think we're dealing here with somebody who's not quite ready. They're not ready. I get shown somebody not being ready for several years still. I'm not saying that's for everyone, but I do get shown that. Even up to 8 to 10 years, I feel like somebody could be putting this off. Yeah, so this is somebody facing a lot of shit to deal with and it feeling a bit crazy. They have got the ability to deal with it, but they don't want to. It's in reverse. I mean, I can't make this shit up. I really can't, because the cards just say it all. And it is because you get trapped on not trapped, but you get into a vibrational frequency, and it can be hard to release yourself from that vibrational frequency, you know, because it's an energy line that you're on. But shadow work, starting to embrace all your different sub-personalities and then integrate them, that's what then helps shift that vibration, you see. So rather than working in the external reality and going, right, I've got to change this, I've got to change that, I've got to change my job, I've got to change my relationship, which is obviously really scary, work internally with your own energy, work on those shadow parts, work on those sub-personalities, bringing them together. That will change your vibrational patterning. That will help you start to attract a new vibrational energy line, and then you see what I mean? It's then you're working very gradual, and then your realities begin to shift with you, rather than you going in like freaking out and just doing crazy shit, you know, like what I would do. No, I'm joking. Look, I mean, this is brilliant, right? The sun. Okay, so this is like, I'm going to say this is almost the last card now. This is alignment. This is someone finding their alignment. They're gonna find their alignment. They are gonna find their alignment. I feel it's connected to this person here. Now, it's a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man, but it is someone with masculine energy who's very good at giving advice, very clear thinking, straight talking, no bullshit with this person. And, you know, they're going to aid this person to find their alignment and find their truth. After a time where they've pretended to be happy, they've been very stuck. This is in upright. I'm going to tell you now, Wheel of Fortune card is in upright, which does suggest that as much as this person on a personal level would want to block this opportunity, the universe is showing that the energy is powerful here. It's going to be hard. I think this person's going to struggle to resist. They're going to put up one last fight for a while, but I don't think it's going to last. And I think this person is going to connect with somebody who, like I said, is going to have an influence here to support them. It could be someone in spirit, or it could be someone here, and it's going to help them find their truth and go into their true alignment. Lovely. Yeah, now this is the Page of Pentacles. This is the new start. This is the fresh start. This is grounded. This is solid. This is real. It's like the Fool in the Minor Arcana, you know, and it's saying, I really do want a new journey now, and I really do want to walk in my truth, and I want to you know, offer something to someone as well. And I want, you know, this is finding a more grounded, stable energy within self as well. So yeah, I think that's what we've got really. We've got someone here who's very emotional, very stuck. They may be putting it off. They may put it off for a period of time, but ultimately the universe is going to keep pushing this, you know, because the universe doesn't stop expanding. That just keeps happening. And someone's going to step in to support this person to find their truth, to go into their truth and align, and they're going to start this new chapter. They are going to move forward. It's probably going to have different timelines for different people. So, but that's what I've got. If you would like a one-to-one reading, please do message me. Email links below. I want to say thank you for all your support, because, like, you know, like I said, I had my tower moment last year. I'm kind of basically still in it, really, because I'm still starting from scratch in my life. And, you know, I'm very blessed, really, because, you know, I've got my children and their dad's freaking amazing. And, you know, now I'm doing this, and it's like, sometimes I have really bad days still, and I'm like, shit, you know, I don't know how people, you know, how people view me, do you know what I mean? And that's very third dimensional as well. So it's like I just have to go back into my true essence, you know, and just be true to my essence and my being. And I know spirit, you know, wants me to do this work, basically. So I've done it before, I'm doing it again, past lives. So you know, I thank Nicholas and John, my spirit guides, as well, really, from the bottom of my heart. I really do. And you guys, because, like, every time you reach out to me, the comments, the support, donations, people booking in for readings, you know, it's really freaking helping me get my alignment and helping me work with my, you know, shadows and embrace myself, accept myself as I am. I'm on that journey. That's what I'm always talking about. You know, don't conform, find your alignment, find your truth, and just keep doing what you're doing, you know, and hang in there when it gets tough, because so long as you're in your truth, that is authenticity. You know, Teal Swan says authenticity is the highest frequency. Well, it's the closest frequency to oneness, you know, and yeah, you know, I just want to thank you all, really. One love. Peace.